The best raw vegan dessert you ever had, caramel pudding or dulce de leche. This is the most simple, satisfying, nutritious, delicious recipe that you ever find, and you can make it in a few minutes, and it's a totally sugar craving buster. That is, you never eat refined sugar anymore after you make this dulce de leche raw vegan Brazilian version. Do you want to know more about fasting and how to live a healthful life, or even raw vegan recipes? Hygienic Fasting, Nature Surgery, and the book Natural Delicacies, Cooking Without a Stove are available on Amazon, and Hygienic Fasting is actually available on print on demand, so you can receive it at your home. But I also have 8 books published, 6 online courses, retreats here in Brazil, and I attend patients online in private sessions. Unfortunately, all the other books and the online courses are still only available in Portuguese. But if you want my help as a nutritionist, or even if you want to come to a retreat in Brazil, just sign up. The contact will be on the website and in the links below. And please don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button for notifications, comment, share the video. If you do all those, you are going to help the channel to grow. And if we grow, you grow together, getting more vital, life-changing information so you can help yourself and others to make this a more healthy and better planet for all of us. So for the ingredients of a recipe, we will need 2 small papayas or 1 huge papaya. Okay, so in Brazil, it's more common these huge ones, but you can also get the smaller ones. The smaller ones are actually a little bit more sweet, usually, not always, but both will be good. We actually need around 1 kilo of the flesh. We will need 250 grams of dates. I'm using Maggio, but you can use any dates. They're not sweetened with syrup and preservative, and also not added with preservatives. And I usually use avocado, but because avo's out of season right now, I'm using cashew nuts. You can use coconut meat, you can use any kind of fat, as long as it's whole and raw. So coconut meat, cashews, Brazil nuts, almonds, pecans, walnuts, all of them are good to go for the recipe, but I really prefer with avocado. So it's pretty easy and simple. We are going to just peel our papaya. So I'm going to scoop the papaya into the blender. But you have to see the flesh. I know it's hard maybe to get in US, but the flesh must be really, really dark orange and melting on the spoon when you try to scoop it out. You can see that it's really, really ripe. This is perfect ripeness. So with perfect ripeness, the papaya will be much more sweet and creamy. So it's not just better for eating by itself, but it's also better for the recipe. If the papaya is tasteless, the recipe will not be as tasty as it should. So now that we have a lot of papaya, we are going to pit the dates to add them to the blender. Each one of these Maggios are like 25 grams. So for a kilo of papaya, you probably need 250, 300 grams of dates. It depends on the sweetness that you want on your dulce de leche, caramel paste. Dulce de leche is a Spanish word because in America you guys don't have it, but I think everybody knows the name, right? Yeah, it's like caramel. It's like condensed milk with sugar. It's been a while that I don't eat dulce de leche, the usual one, because almost 20 years without eating cooked food or processed food, but this looks like a lot and tastes really, really, really good. After pitting all the dates, we are going to add the cashew nuts. I added 300 grams of dates, and now it's like 50 grams to 60 grams of cashew. You can add more if you want more creamy, but we are trying to make it low fat. Even a lot of people have like allergies to nuts. You can easily use the avocado, as I said, like a small avo, like 300 to 400 grams, maybe 2 small avos or 1.5 avo. it will be fit for the recipe, and it will be awesome in terms of nutrition and in terms of taste. So now the best part. The recipe is pretty simple, right? 1 kilo of papaya, 300 grams of dates, 600 grams of cashews. I actually added a little bit of coconut pulp to add to the color and to the fatty taste that adds, because just the cashews wouldn't be enough, or you would add too much cashew. So if you have coconut pulp, a little bit, not too mature coconuts, will be the blast, it will be the perfect. So papayas are good for digestion because the papain, the enzyme in the papaya, they are good for antioxidants, fiber, vitamins, minerals. That means they help to fight cancer, heart disease, diabetes. They help to fight aging itself. They help your immune system. They help your digestive system, constipation. They help a lot of things. But dates are actually the best substitute for refined sugar. Why? Because actually dates are low in the glycemic index, most of the varieties of dates. They are also good for diabetes. Yes, they are anti-diabetogenic. That means they protect from the generation of diabetes. So if you have diabetes or if you don't have it, you can consume dates without fear because they help you to control your blood sugar, although they are really high in sugar. Because the vitamins, the phytonutrients, the fiber, the antioxidants actually help to make it better, your glycemic control in every part of your physiology. So there's a lot of studies with dates helping a lot of types of diseases. And the cashews, the avocado or the coconut pulp, the vegetables fatty source, but whole food sources are actually perfect for our health. Not just because of the other nutrients that these other two has as well, like the fiber, the antioxidants, the vitamins, the minerals, but they also have mono and polyunsaturated fats. So changing the saturated fats for polyunsaturated or monounsaturated is the best thing you can do for your health, because saturated fats can increase the propensity, the risk of diabetes, cancer, heart disease, autoimmune diseases, of reproductive diseases, you name it. So you have to cut down saturated fat and include more whole food plant sources of fats like nuts, seeds, avocados, because they are important for your cells, for your brain, for your whole body. So that's pretty much it in terms of nutrition. We can talk about more about the details, but you have to understand that a frugivore diet, a diet based on fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, a raw food diet is for sure the best for you. Oh, Eduardo, but vegans don't get B12. Okay, so if you want B12 from animals, include some animal products. If you don't want B12 from animals, don't include animal products. I'm not suggesting you to consume it or not consume it. I'm not defending animal welfare here. Although I believe in veganism, I believe in animal welfare, I'm not talking about animal welfare or the climate crisis. I'm talking about nutrition for your body. And even though if you include some animal products or some cooked food, you name it, the most important part of your diet is to include fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, and to exclude processed food. That is period. Anybody can agree with that comment. If you want to add animal protein or if you don't want it, you have to talk to your nutritionist, you have to have blood work, you have to understand a little bit of nutrition, and this is not the question itself. The question is changing refined sugar, changing flour, changing cooked food for raw, fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, like this recipe. So this is why I talk and teach this, because I believe, I'm sure, I have the data about this being actually the perfect food, the perfect form of nutrition for our bodies. Raw, whole fresh, ripe, organic plants, or exclusively, or maybe not exclusively, but this being like the biggest part of your diet, 50, 60, 70%, this is what you're looking for. Before I try this delicious Dulche De Leche, please comment below, give it a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notification. And also, if you want to learn a lot more, you have like the playlist for recipes here, you have the podcast, you have a lot to learn. But if you want my help, these are my 3 books that are available on Amazon, print on demand and Kindle. These are the Portuguese versions, but in Amazon you can get the English versions. Not just only on ebook, but also printed, the hard copy, getting at your home in a few days, printed by Amazon and sent to your house. So go online on Amazon right now, the links are below. So just click it, buy it, and read the books so it can help you to tailor your health and your nutritional needs to the most optimized that you are looking for optimized nutrition and optimized health. So it will be a pleasure to teach you more like these, more like this recipe, and more concepts, ideas, facts, science about health and nutrition. And don't forget, this is real food. You don't need to cook it, you don't need to process it. This is fresh, living food, like nature intended. So the smell and actually the taste, obrigado. Like we say in Portuguese, obrigado, my friends. So click these videos to know more and let me know what you thought of the recipe. Do it, comment below, and tag me also. Post on your stories on Instagram and tag me over there. With gusto. Did you like the podcast? What other subjects would you want to view here? Do you want to know more about? Please comment below. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications. And if you want to help our work and help yourself, 2 of my 10 books are already translated and published in English on Amazon. And Hygienic Fasting Nature Surgery is actually available print on demand also. And Natural Delicacies, Cooking Without a Stove, it's on Kindle. So if you want my help, the link below for the website and for the WhatsApp contact, you can get a consultation, retreats, online courses, and read all the books. It's life-changing information for the most updated lifestyle medicine information out there in the planet. Hope I can help, and don't forget to click these videos to know more.